Welcome to Gamers Talk Podcast in our mom's basement with your hosts, Rage Quit Pat and Headshot Dan.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Headshot Dan, also known as Dan, joined here with Rage Quit Pat, and today we're going to be talking about Gamescom 2018. What's going on, Pat? How you doing today?
What's going on, man? How are you? Just really quick, I just want to say that our hearts and prayers and condolences are for the families and victims for that tragedy that happened yesterday at the Madden tournament in Jacksonville. Our hearts and our prayers go out. Such a sad tragedy. Video games are supposed to bring people together and not rip them apart, and such a unfortunate event happened. So our prayers and condolences to the families and the victims as well.
Very sad. Extremely sad. So today's episode is going to be all about Gamescom. All the games that they showed, the trailers, beautiful, great, amazing amount of trailers they showed here. We do have a guest today. SpoilerItSucs will be joining us today as our guest. We're super excited to have him here, which he will be joining soon. But before we start our podcast today, I'm just going to tell you where to find us. You can always follow us on iTunes, Brain Fart, iTunes, Google, Spotify, a whole bunch of other places at inourmomsbasement.com, also on Mixer and Twitch, those beautiful platforms. So we're going to jump in today. We're going to be talking about some Rainbow Six Siege. Everyone knows Rage Quit and me. We have a love-hate relationship with Rainbow Six, so we're really excited to check out the new gameplay for Clash and Maverick. Rage Quit Pat throwing up the trailer right there. Pat, I know you watched it. I watched it. What's your thoughts, reactions? What's going on here?
Well, so we're going to take a look at some gameplay of Clash here. So just by seeing more of it, you're going to see what kind of character Clash is, which is pretty much a defensive Montaigne. I know Dan's checked out some gameplay as well. And this is also the new map as well, the reworked map, Hit for Base. So this is completely new. When I look at Clash, I'm very optimistic. I have a feeling I might use her. I mean, she does seem to be a roamer at times, but then again, she's like a Montaigne, which I'm not very good at playing Montaigne, as you know. Is this more of your play style? I know you like to kind of hang back. How do you feel about Clash, Dan?
I've been looking at Clash. I don't really find Clash as an anchor though, and I kind of see him playing a different kind of round, more like a roamer, I guess. I don't know. I feel like he could be a good roamer, especially maybe him and a Cavi set up there. Oh, hey, I'm getting shot at. So you're shooting at the shield. Cavi comes behind, blot. Interrogation. But I can also see Clash working as I guess I can see him working as an anchor at certain points. He can't be a solo anchor. Someone's gonna have to be in that room with him. Him holding off a door. The one thing I didn't get to see is, does that shield break at all? I don't think it breaks.
No,
it feels like something like a break.
The shield doesn't break. There is counters. I've seen a couple counters. Zofia is a counter. Thatcher is also a counter that could kind of stop her electrical charges. Zofia is another one where Clash could get blinded and you could kind of push in a little bit. So there's definitely some counters. So there's definitely not some OP to that, but as you said, Cavi would be. She's basically a defensive Montaigne, so you could have somebody behind her to kind of pick people off, just like Montaigne, like with Sledge. I mean, Montaigne and Sledge are a good combination. Flo, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. It's just. She's just a defensive Montaigne, but the toughest thing is now she has those electrical charges to kind of slow you down. And, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a different kind of play. I do kind of see her being used a lot, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, the thing with the Zap, though, I saw that Zap barely does any damage. Maybe it's just guy who's playing that sucks playing with him, but from what I saw, there's no damage being done with that.
No, there's maybe, I think it's the same damage as Maestro's gun, Maestro's turn, I should say. But as far as she mostly slows you down. That's what the problem is too. If you're looking to push in, she'll slow you down real quick, and she could kind of get rid of her shield pretty quick. And you know, just do nothing.
Yeah. You know, overall, I think the character is, I guess, not bad. I'll definitely give it a try, but it's not a character I'm gonna probably stick with.
Now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna take a look really quick at the next gameplay. I mean, the team they played pretty much. This is a new map, so you got to bear with the people playing. But now we're gonna take a look at some Maverick gameplay, which a lot of videos I've seen. Would not be surprised if he gets a buff. I mean, a nerf, to be honest with you, because this guy can cut through anything, even cut through the bottom. As you can see, his gadgets, it's a claymore and a smoke grenade, which is good. Think that definitely he doesn't need any breaching charges. So we're gonna take a look at his gameplay really quick and see how he works. But from what I've seen, he is definitely OP. Have you seen some gameplay yet? Or is this your first gameplay footage of Maverick?
No, I watched him because I was more curious about his special gadget, which I am kind of a fan of. I'm a fan of that gadget. That gadget seems really awesome. You know, this is a character I could definitely see, you know, them playing. You know, goodbye Thatcher. That's what I was saying to you the other day. Goodbye Thatcher, because I really like his tool, man. That is such. It is so cool how you can make a square and a square just creates itself. It disappears, the wall collapses. It's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, and then you could also, it's basically, you could cut as big as a hole as, like, you know, what you can make for a Habana hole with her mines. Like, you could just cut the bottom and you could create a crawl space. So his gadget is, I mean, this is definitely a character I'm definitely going to use. I mean, compared to all the other characters I use, especially on attack, Habana, Thermite, Ash, like all these characters, definitely Maverick is 100% a character I'm gonna. Now, I wouldn't say main because I always switch it up depending on what everybody else picks, but it's definitely a character. It's definitely one of the go-tos that I'm gonna select, and I love that they're bringing in another breacher in this.
Seems like Flo said it was already a nerf to Maverick.
Wouldn't be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because from the gameplay I have seen. It was bad. He was very OP, so I wouldn't be surprised on the test servers if they already nerfed Maverick because.
Because he gets a really great amount of fuel for that gun. And look, it gets five refuels. He can
burn through castle doors, like this is the first time I've seen it go through a castle door. I've seen it through like a bandit wall already, but like this is crazy. Like now.
Yeah, I watched this whole gameplay, man. If this guy actually had a good shot, dude, he'll get some sick kills, man. This is the character I'm falling in love with.
Yeah, he just burned through that whole castle door. There's Clash right there. Oh. Looks like he has a single shot gun and a regular rifle because I've seen his it's the first time I'm seeing his single shot. I've seen his oh my god, that was a good headshot though. I've seen his oh, they just torched him out. I've seen his regular machine gun, which is also dirty as well, so
yeah, I'll probably stick with the machine gun. I'd rather not use a single shotgun. I'm not a big fan of that.
So, I mean, what's your take? We've taken a look at the new Heifer base. You see it's all rain. Definitely more floors than in the first base and different breaching points. So what's your take so far? And Operation Grim Sky is due out in September, so it's right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I love the map. I love the remake of the map. You know, like I said, when I first watched the trailer, I'm like, this map looks familiar, but I don't recognize it. And I was like, oh shit, I actually remembered what the map was. Did a huge amount of change to it. Instead of bringing a new map, they made a really nice looking map. And I'm really excited because this map looks absolutely beautiful. It looks a lot better. You know, we're only seeing the bomb aspect of it. You know, we usually play secure. So I wonder how much different it's going to be with bomb versus secure type gameplay. But for what I see here, the map's beautiful.
Yeah. The definitely we play secure, so I wonder how they're going to change that up a little bit. This is bomb. That's more more for the sweats. Even though there are times where I do play very sweaty, but not on bomb. That's too sweaty for me. But I'm very excited for Grim Sky. I mean, Clash might be a Clash. Unfortunately, won't be. I'm going to try her out probably, see how I like her. But I don't play really much of the shield characters on offense. I don't really see myself playing it on defense. But definitely Maverick, nerf or not, is definitely a guy I'm going to play.
Yeah, man. Flo, I'm a huge fan. We're only plats here, but the more you play, the more better you get, man. That's all I can say. Unless if you're our friends who don't get anywhere, no matter how much you play.
Yeah, if when we want to hit
Hey,
platinum,
what's going on, buddy?
if we want to hit platinum, we just don't play with our friends. I go on the Xbox groups and just move away from that until I hit platinum, and then I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. We have plat, done for a season. Might as well play with our shit friends and lose a million times in a row.
Yeah, it's not that bad. All right, so I hear a knock on the door. That's our Siege news. We got any other quick news, Dan?
No, not yet.
All right, so I hear a knock. I hear a knock on the door. So we're gonna go ahead and bring Spoiler up into the man cave. So just 1 minute, guys. All right, guys, we are back, and ladies and gentlemen, we are here to welcome to the man cave. Let's give a big welcome to SpoilerItSucs. What's going on, man? Welcome to the man cave.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing today?
We are doing excellent. We are so happy to have you. And just real quick, before we get on to Gamescom, I just want to ask you, Spoiler, what games have you been playing lately?
Man, mostly I've just been playing Pokemon, honestly. Been trying to get back to the nostalgia of it. But I've really been playing like a lot of Fortnite, Resident Evil 7, pretty much any game that's about to come out as well. I've been trying to hop on.
I was watching you play Pokemon, I think yesterday.
Yeah. I needed to cool down after that Resident Evil stream, man. It had me tense.
I stopped playing because that shit scared the shit out of me.
I'm glad you said you like Resident Evil 7 because when we get on the Gamescom topic, I have a excellent gameplay trailer that I'm going to throw up as well, and we're going to kind of go into that. So I'm very excited that you love Resident Evil. Yeah,
man, sounds good. It wouldn't happen to, by any chance, be Resident Evil 2, would it?
No. I know your name is SpoilerItSucs, but I cannot throw any spoilers just yet.
All right, man, sounds good.
All right. Just another quick question, too. So how long have you been streaming for?
About a month now. About a month.
And how's everything been going? How's everything been?
Man, so far, honestly, it's been phenomenal. Like, they're freaking blowing up in chat right now. These are the guys that have, like, helped me every single day, too, every step of the way. And every day it's just been getting better, man. I'm enjoying it. I love it. It's definitely something to keep up.
That you were affiliate, too, man. Congrats on that.
Yeah, we actually managed to get affiliate within 3 days. It was crazy.
That's good, man. Partnership is next, man. You're going for the hills.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. But I'm not expecting that one too quickly.
As well, just kind of growing up, what were kind of your favorite games growing up?
Well, I talked about nostalgia, and probably the first game I ever played was Pokemon Red. From there, I definitely moved on to more FPS platformers. I remember getting a Super Nintendo when I was 7. Oh my god, the games on that thing. And then moved on to Nintendo 64, obviously Mario Kart, Smash, all of those. And then just everything in that genre, early 2000s, man. Call of Duty was always big. I mean, everybody knows about Call of Duty. You played that especially if you were part of the Cool Kids Club back in high school and middle school.
Yeah,
man, who hasn't played Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 back in middle school was pretty much coming home every single day and just hopping right on it and staying up till 4 a.m.
Exactly.
And not having any sleep for school.
You still on that Pokemon Go?
I try to play as much as I can, but honestly, I work 3 jobs plus I stream, so I don't really have the time for it.
Busy. All right, no, I get that. Busy man.
Yeah. I may open it up at like 2 a.m. when I'm sitting in bed and catch what's around me, but that's the most it's been lately.
Yeah, well, that's about what I do too.
Oh my! And N64, what kind of what games besides Pokemon were you really into with N64?
Mostly just Smash, system. Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Zelda. Oh my god, Majora's Mask on 64. Oh please.
Mario,
beautiful.
Mario Kart was I loved Mario Kart and N64. That might be my second favorite. Double Dash that and Double Dash are a close 1-2 for me on GameCube.
Oh yes, Double Dash was amazing as well. Jeez, I haven't heard that in forever.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, Double Dash was fantastic. I remember I didn't even get it. I went over to my friend's house and he had it, and I just got blown away, and I picked it up the next day.
That's how it usually works, right? You see somebody else play it and you're like, wow, I have to have that. I have to. And no matter what, you're going to get it.
Before we had the power of streaming, now we had to go to our friend's house to figure out what kind of game, or word of mouth, and figure out what kind of games were good. Or we had to.
Oh, yeah. I remember when Dragon Ball Z Budokai came out. I went over to my friend's house and I was like, what is this? 2 days later, I had it. Like,
yeah, I feel the same way for Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. I went over to my friend's house.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't even know about it. I saw him playing it, and he's like, "Oh, you could be Dark Side." I'm like, "Oh, good, I'm picking it up."
Addiction. That game was addiction. Love that game.
That was a really good game. Spent too many hours on that.
Oh my, too many hours. I want to go back to my childhood because now, I mean, there are games I put a lot of hours into, but not as much as when I was a kid, and I just want to go back.
Yeah, I feel that. I miss not having to have responsibilities.
Yeah, adulting sucks.
Yeah, it really does, man. Preaching to the choir.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna head on into our Gamescom reactions of 2018. Dan, I did see you wanted to talk a little bit about DayZ. So Dan, what's the DayZ news on the Xbox preview?
Well, it comes out to Wednesday, 29th. They didn't say price, but it's most likely going to be like $30. But who knows? I mean, I played a beta a couple days. Great game, very, very buggy. The way they did the beta and all that, you only get to play for an hour, and then the servers restart, and then you wait for the servers to go down, whatever maintenance, and then you play again, and every hour the server goes down. So you didn't get to play that much in the long span, but it's a great game. But the bugs killed it for me, where I had a weapon in my hand, but I couldn't fill it up with ammo, and I couldn't put anything else in my hand because of the bugs, and I had to restart the whole game. But besides that, the game's coming out on Wednesday, officially in the preview. It's going to be like $30. I'm really excited. Hopefully, we'll see Spoiler on there. Spoiler, do you have an Xbox?
Yeah, I do. I actually have every system.
So we'll definitely be seeing Spoiler on some DayZ.
Yeah, for sure.
I was checking out your Instagram. I saw you have a PS4. Are you going to be picking up Spider-Man by any chance?
Oh, yes. I actually pre-ordered the Spider-Man console, the system itself.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Man. I
missed the God of War. I missed the God of War.
I pre-ordered the God of War one. I actually pre-ordered that one, but I was like, you know what? I want to wait for the Spider-Man one. So I didn't pick up the God of War one, and I missed the Spider-Man one because I didn't know when I pre-ordered that day. And I was like, shit. Upset. Sad face.
Wow. Yeah, no, that hurts.
If I wasn't going to Florida, I would be picking it up, but my girlfriend would kill me if I told her, hey, I just paid $450 for a PlayStation, but we're going to Florida in like 4 days after that, so I didn't feel like getting hung.
Oh, you should have seen mine's face, man. I told her that I pre-ordered that, plus I pre-ordered the Power Armor edition of Fallout 76 on the same day.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That edition.
It was a mess.
Oh my goodness. So you mentioned Resident Evil before, and we're gonna hop right into Gamescom. We're gonna show off kind of what they showed. What games were you checking out at Gamescom? What are you excited about?
Oh my dude, pretty much everything, honestly, man. Pretty much everything. And Biomutant looked really cool. Shadows Die Twice. Devil May Cry 5, obviously, it's a must. Battlefield 5, Black Ops 4, definitely. The new killer for Dead by Daylight looks sick.
So, hell yeah, dude.
Just everything, man. Everything looked awesome.
And you mentioned this game before, and at Gamescom they revealed Claire Redfield gameplay. So we'll check this out a little bit here. What's your take on it? How excited are you that we're finally, after 20 years, getting a remake?
Honestly, I saw the trailer and I just could not help but be blown away by how good the graphics look. I didn't expect them to get it to this level.
And Dan, how do you feel about Resident? And this looks awesome. William Birkin looks completely sick. Dan, how do you feeling about Resident Evil bringing back over the shoulder? And it looks like it's staying at its roots. It's not going to be a heavy action game like 5 and 6. So how do you feel about it sticking with its survival horror roots?
Well, over the shoulder is the one thing I really like the most about the Resident Evil. I'm not the biggest fan of first person, so over the shoulder third person was it's good for me. Brings out back watching the trailer brings back some memories. Man, I miss this game so much. So I'm really excited to play it at its original roots. So I guess when does this come out again?
January 29th, I believe. It's 25th to the 29th from what I remember, but William Birkin looks completely sick, and Claire, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys see it as we're going to be switching back and forth between the two, or do you think, because they haven't really said if it's going to go back the old school way where you could either play as Leon and Claire, or do you think we're just going to be switching back and forth?
Honestly, I think we'll probably end up switching back and forth. That's I think would be the smarter move for them.
Yeah, especially with today's gameplay style, you don't really see too many games anymore where you could, not select a character sort of sense, but pick different kind of stories. Like Leon had a different story with Ada, and then you have Claire with William Birkin's daughter. They had that separate storyline. I do agree. I think it's just by the way they've been doing the gameplay styles and everything, it's definitely going to be switching back and forth. Dan, what do you think? You think it's going to be just a switching back and forth?
Yeah, probably. I would hope so. I would rather have it switch back and forth. I think that would probably be the best bet.
I mean, graphically, this game looks amazing. How graphically, how do you guys feel about it? Because, I mean, to me, man, just to see, that's the parking lot. Just see the parking lot again, and you go back to the parking lot, back the way it looked on PlayStation 1. It's just insane how far this game has come. Obviously, it's been 20 years.
Oh, yeah, man. It is beautiful. I can't get over it. I just keep watching the trailer over and over again just because of how good the graphics look.
Yeah, the graphics look amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh man, is this going to be 4K enhanced?
I'm thinking so at this point. The thing that sucks is that there's a Japan version where it's like more gory than the original release, and they kind of showed that off a little bit, and like heads were exploding. There was definitely more blood. Unfortunately, the U.S. will not be getting that. It's only in Japan, so that's what stinks.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to find that Japan version somewhere.
Are you getting the...
I'm sure that we can just download a patch.
Were you able to pre-order the collector's edition for this?
Oh, no, I missed it. I was too late.
Yeah.
I was too late. My budget, I didn't fit it in my budget in time, dude. And whenever I found out there was going to be a collector's edition, I had so many others that I'm buying that I couldn't.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate for me. I was debating up and down about it. And then, of course, as I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. I went to GameStop, and they were like, oh, we stopped the pre-orders. And I went on Amazon, pre-orders are gone. I'm like, oh well, at least I won't be at least I won't be spending, I think it was like $150, so
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, I actually one of my jobs is actually working at GameStop, so I know when everything drops and when it doesn't.
Oh man,
we used to work there too.
Yeah, we're alumni.
Really?
We are the alumni before it turned into Hot Topic, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You're not wrong.
Oh my goodness. Actually, we're gonna go into some game. Let's throw up a Dan. We have some DLC for Sea of Thieves on the horizon, and as well as State of Decay. So what's the DLC news?
Yeah, DLC for Forsaken Shores for Sea of Thieves, which it comes out September 19th, which it brings a whole new type of islands in there. It's gonna be a volcanic worlds. It's called the Devil's Raw. And it's a new island, and it'll act like a volcano. It's gonna erupt. It's gonna shake. You're not gonna be able to go into the water because you'll boil to death. So that's why they are introducing the rowboat. So you're going to have to rowboat to islands now in order for you not to die. And you're just going to have to use that rowboat in order to get to the land, put your treasure on it, go back. They did some changes to the delivery system. Remember when we did a delivery, we had to get the brown chicken and all that? and you didn't like that very much?
No.
They're doing some changes. Yeah, they're doing changes to that to make it better. So they didn't really say too much of how much they're going to change to that, but I'm really excited. That's going to be really good DLC. And I think it's gonna. I think it's the DLC is missing. So more people, more story, more missions, more customizations. So I think that's what it was missing, and then it's going to bring a lot more people in.
Do you think when you're rowing your boat, you think you could do the row your boat song as you're doing it? That would be cool.
You know what? I wouldn't even doubt it. I think that would be freaking awesome. And if not, I will. I'll start singing on the mic so everyone can hear it, and I will play an instrument so it would go good with my beautiful voice of singing. Spoiler: Have you played CFDs at all?
I haven't. I was actually about to ask y'all, is it any good? Because I have the game, I just haven't played it.
It definitely had a rough start. That I could definitely say it had a rough start. There wasn't much in it. There wasn't really much to do instead of the same missions over and over. But the DLC came out for it. A lot of things changed: new creatures, new missions, new everything, new story. Now this one, I think, is the one that's everyone's gonna start picking it up. So I think once this DLC comes out, you should play it. I mean, get Game Pass if anything. Game Pass, you get to play it then and there.
That's actually exactly how I have it, is from Game Pass.
Yeah, so I would say, if anything, wait for the new DLC and then try it out.
Okay, yeah, sounds like a plan. I might have to jump in with y'all.
Yeah, like Dan mentioned, it definitely had a really, really rough start. It was very, it was basically a game when it first came out that you have to make your own fun, because the missions got very tedious and repetitive. So if you really weren't making your own fun, it wasn't going to last. But as Dan said, now it's a better time to play it. There is more DLC that have come out, so it'll be definitely a better time to play it.
Okay.
It hit 5 million players.
Wow.
Who knows how many are actually still playing, but I think it'll be a good experience, man. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're new and you're just doing some stupid shit, playing music, or you're getting eaten by a shark, or a kraken is just fucking you up. Just fun experiences, man.
Bro, I don't know how to say this, but one of my biggest fears in video games is going into the water and something being able to kill me in that water. I can't tell you how many times knowing in Skyrim that usually if you go into the water, you'll be okay. But I still was always scared of a shark coming out of nowhere and just swallowing me whole.
That's how I feel when I play Ark.
Feel.
In Ark, man, you always get fucking rocked by some kind of damn shark or whale. Like, man, anyone in chat wants to play Sea of Thieves, Diego, Dylan, anyone's welcome to come play some Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's still installed on my Xbox. It hasn't gone anywhere. And spoiler, we could be pirates together too.
Oh, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Can you customize sails by any chance?
Oh yeah. You can customize your whole ship now. Like they put a lot more customizations in it.
Oh, dude, yes, we have to make a ship. We have to do it. That's the goal.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely down for that, man. That'll be a blast.
And what's going on with State of Decay? There's DLC for that one as well.
Oh yeah, man. The new DLC Daybreak. I don't remember when it's coming out, but they're adding a whole new mode. It's like a horde mode in some type of way. Well, you're going to be playing as a Red Talon soldier, and it's a siege defense. So you're going to be once you spawn in as a Red Talon soldier, you're well equipped already. You'll be guns, everything. You'll be set, and then you're just going to fight off waves of zombies, the special monsters. Everything's going to be coming at you. They also added a new one called the Bludge Pledge Juggernauts, which is those really big fat motherfuckers that run at you. Now it's a Blood Plague one. So that's new weapons, new stuff for your communities. They're doing a big upgrade on this. Hopefully, there's a big patch for bugs as well, because I think that was the biggest problem of this game. But I'm really excited. I'll definitely check it out. We already own it, so might as well play it. And actually, we got it on Game Pass. Never mind, which is even better.
Yeah. I actually ended up buying it the day before it came out because GameStop perks. And then on Game Pass, it showed up that night, and I was like, "Wow, you've got to be kidding me!" Okay,
the DLC comes out September 12th.
Oh, okay.
Did you play it when it was at its really horrible bug stage?
that was when I actually played it, and that's what made me stop. I've heard it's gotten better since then, and I've wanted to jump back on, but I remember I couldn't actually change characters with anybody in my settlements or anything. I had a bug that would not let me change characters, so I was always tired and no stamina. It was horrible.
I had a bug where my car kept on exploding for no goddamn reason.
That one too. I had one where if I got into a car, it would just stay like I was still standing outside, and if somebody drove, I couldn't see where they were driving. I had no idea where they were driving. I mean,
the bugs were bad, man.
Dan and I played it a lot when it first came out, despite the bugs, and then pretty much when we got through all the plague hearts, I was just like, there's too many bugs for me to continue, and I stopped playing it because of the same thing.
Even playing as a co-op in the same game, there's so many bugs where I couldn't access my inventory, but he was able to access his, so I wasn't able to get any weapons out, or craft anything because it was just so buggy like that.
Yeah, man, it was ridiculous in the beginning for sure. I've been wanting to get back on because I've heard it's gotten at least a little bit better, but I think I'm gonna wait till the DLC comes out to really get back into it.
Some spoiler real quick. Looks like someone wants to know where the inside scoop is, where I pre-ordered that Kingdom Hearts 3 console.
Honestly, we don't even have a date yet. I'm sure you guys remember if something we don't have a date for is in the system, it's put like as 12/31 whatever year.
Oh, yeah, some ridiculous date. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's put as 12/31/2021 right now. So we don't even have a date yet. Unfortunately, because I want that too. Don't worry.
Oh my goodness! So we've been kind of keeping it in the zombie theme here. We're gonna throw up another a quick trailer, another zombie game that's like on the horizon that looks really good. Praying that it's really good, hoping that it doesn't kind of crash out. So it's World War Z. Have you seen any gameplay of it yet? Spoiler.
I saw bits and pieces of it today.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good, man. I enjoyed watching that trailer.
Yeah, no, it definitely looked interesting. It definitely looked like something I'd play.
Throw it up. There it is.
When I first saw that, because there was a game called World War Z on Steam, which then they got sued and they got the name taken away, so I renamed it. So I've been waiting for this game to be announced just to see what it actually was.
Yeah, when I saw it, I actually thought immediately of the game on Steam, and I was like, is it the same thing that used to be on Steam? And I looked at it, and it was completely different. And I was like, well, guess that's not the same one.
Well, it's good, that game sucked anyways.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
These swarms that are coming in are insane.
Yeah, they scared the shit out of me.
This is like really insane with like all these swarms that are coming in. And did they kind of talk a little bit about more? Is it just a horde mode basically, or is this kind of like a Left 4 Dead where you're going through point to point?
Well, I only watched the trailer. I don't really think they really talked much about it, but I'm hoping there's some kind of story to it. I'm hoping it's not exactly like, but some type of sense of Left 4 Dead story. Hopefully,
right? Yeah,
something along those lines.
Yeah, but from what I was seeing online, it mostly looked like it was just hordes. But I'm hoping they had that story, like you said.
Yeah, but I've never had a game where I had that many zombies coming at me. That's gonna be pretty intense.
Oh yeah, man, that's gonna be freaking awesome, man.
I will be really disappointed if all the reviews come out and it's just, that's what I'm praying for, that it gets good reviews and it's not one, I don't want any, especially for 2019. There's a lot of great games coming out 2019. I don't want any games that have this much marketing that kind of bomb. It's tough.
Right. Yeah.
Who's making this game?
I have to see. It's no one like huge. It's not like a big developer or anything like that. So I have to do a little bit of research on that.
Saber Interactive.
I was hoping, those bigger companies are starting to throw their stuff on Game Pass. I was hoping for something like that. The smaller companies are starting to throw their games on Game Pass, so hopefully they'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And Dan, I didn't want to leave you out. We're gonna throw up some more trailers really quick before we kind of start talking about the games we're really excited for and that we're showing at Gamescom. But actually, yeah, for you and Spoiler, you guys were mentioning this game. Spoiler mentioned he pre-ordered the collector's edition. How excited? How do you feel, spoiler, about the switch with Fallout not being an RPG?
Honestly, well, when they first released it at E3, they said that you could play solo. Now, I don't know if that means you can set it to like a solo mode where they won't bring in multiplayer, or if that means you play alone in a world of multiplayer. So I want to do both if they do have that. And I'm just, the moment they released the first trailer for this, I freaked out. Like, I was yelling on my couch. And I'm pretty sure I woke up all the neighbors because it was like midnight my time.
Dude, I am so stoked, man. I don't even know. Dude, I am such a huge fan of these types of games. Like, I'm a huge Ark fucking nerd, dude. I put nearly probably 500+ hours into it on Xbox, nice. Man. These games are fantastic, man. Games like Rust, dude. I loved Rust so much. So I'm really excited in this. And the building aspect of this game looks freaking great, dude. It looks like they added so much potential to this.
Oh, I know, especially with what the trailer's showing right now with the camp. The fact that you can like move your base, stack it all in that little thing, and just carry it around and basically just change the entire area that it's at.
And that's a good thing, they kind of made the mechanics of the game like so people don't want to grief. Because, you kill someone on sight, you start to get that title, hey, bad guy over here, kill him for rewards. And the guy who's been killing people don't get any rewards anymore. Yeah. So I think that's a great add-on to the game, which, a lot of people were worried about initially was the KOS and the griefing and all that stuff. So I think it put a lot of people at ease. I'm really excited.
Some people are still going to do it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just to do it.
Oh yeah, I'm usually, one bullet lands near me, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you. Like,
yeah, especially in this, I'm very interested to see what's gonna be player.
I know you guys are excited, and I've said it on like past podcasts. I was really slightly disappointed. I was hoping this was another like expansion, kind of like New Vegas. That's what I was really excited about, but they kind of switched it to this. I could see why, Bethesda wants to expand to do other things. But I mean, I hope from the best. I have nothing wrong with Bethesda. ESO has been doing really well, so I hope for the best for them. I don't see myself, unfortunately, playing this though. Unfortunately, and I love Fallout, and I also love Elder Scrolls, but I didn't even get into ESO.
And ESO was bad in the beginning.
A little bit. Yeah, at the beginning I was like, yeah, but the later DLCs that changed. It was a little bit better. I mean,
yeah, it definitely got better.
I didn't get addicted to it, but it was all right.
I put some hours into it that I'm not willing to release.
I even started. I did a Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I put some hours onto that. That was.
Oh no! You're gonna praise about Andrew WK, huh?
Yeah.
Man, this guy loved that conference, man, of them just rocking the hell out.
And I know, spoiler, you have a PS4. Just by any chance, did you play Until Dawn at all?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Oh man, dude. Oh, Dark Pictures, yes.
Did you see the trailer for the Dark Pictures anthology by Supermassive Games?
I did not. I've heard about it.
All right. Here you go, my friend.
Oh, here we go. I can just watch now. Let's go.
There we go, my friend. Until Dawn, such a underrated PlayStation 4 exclusive. It was a great game. I loved it. Very underrated.
Yeah, it really was.
PlayStation for that game, and it was fucking worth it, man. That game was so good.
Yeah, I sadly bought my PlayStation 4 for No Man's Sky.
Oh boy!
When it first came out, because you know how the hype was for that.
Oh yeah,
I've learned my lesson.
Dan, you got a little bit of a breakdown on this game. So Dan, what's the breakdown on the new Supermassive game, the Dark Pictures anthology?
Oh well, first thing is first. This game looks so good. What they're gonna do is it's kind of. It's a little bit of different kind of a story to it. You're going to have all these characters are going to be broken down into like chapters, I guess you could say. So each game will feature a new set of cast members. As you see the trailer here, Man of Medium. And, so basically you're a group, you're investigating a World War II shipwreck who appears to discover horrors buried into a plane wreck at the bottom of the ocean. So you take control of all the players. So you'll play all these players on this chapter, throughout the course, and you're just gonna have to figure out why it's haunted, I guess. I mean, they don't go too deep into the story, but I guess you're just gonna have to find out what happened down there, and sure, hopefully it has that aspect of the other game, Until Dawn, where the aspect is you're gonna have to choose a person's life or death. I mean, I think that'll be really cool in this. And as this chapter ends, as this story ends, then they'll send out a new one, and which they didn't release any dates on that, but they'll send out a new one with a whole new set of characters, and they're gonna be doing I guess something similar to the same thing. So, you know what? It's like that Netflix series. Oh man, what is that Netflix series where they have all these different stories of each episode?
Are you talking about the future one?
It's like that. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember it, man. But it was like that. You know, every episode was a different. Oh, Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Yeah.
Every episode was a different story. I mean, that's how this is going to be, in some sense.
Yeah, and it sounds absolutely amazing the way you're describing it, man.
So I'm really excited, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? The great thing is this is not an exclusive. So we're going to see this on Xbox.
Oh, yes. Please.
I mean, Until Dawn was awesome. I love the whole aspect of it kind of being a B horror movie because I'm a horror junkie. Dan's also a horror junkie. So, like, especially the B horror movies. And just the cast was awesome, too. They had such an awesome Hayden Panettiere was in this. The guy on that USA TV show was on this. Keep Calm HQ, welcome, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Man Cave. And then what's his name from that Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was on it. So they had a great cast.
Mm-hmm.
And just the awesome thing I loved about it was no matter who died, the story would continue. So you could have everybody die. You could have one person live. That's what I love about it. So I'm very confident in Supermassive. I'm glad they're sticking with the same genre with horror. And that's what I think developers should continue to do. I don't like when developers switch and do something else. I love that Supermassive is keeping it horror. And I love it. They should just stick to their guns. Love it.
Yeah, definitely stick to what you know that you're good at.
Super hyped. Super fucking hyped, dude.
And like Dan said, it's going to be out for both consoles, which is great. I mean, I have all the systems as well, so it doesn't affect me too much. But I'm happy that's good. I don't know how you feel. Spoiler. Just a quick question: you prefer trophies or achievements? What is more satisfying for you when you get that pop up?
Achievements are so much more satisfying.
Oh man,
they are.
I love it, man. I love that sound.
Yeah, no, the sound of the achievement itself. Just when you hear that, you feel the accomplishment waves over your body, man.
I think it's because we've been so used to it since the beginning of time. Hearing that noise is like so satisfying.
I mean, trophies definitely still give you a small sense of achievement, but that Xbox noise is just, you can't beat it.
What does chat think? I want to hear what the chat thinks. What achievements do you love hearing?
Yeah, do you like to hear just a quick bing from the trophy, or do you like to hear the ding and like a long expanding achievement?
Actually, I think that's what it is. I think it's how it expands the achievement on Xbox. I think that's definitely why. It seems fulfilling.
Yeah, it was just, and I think I agree with Dan too. We were just so used to, like, with 360, that popping up, and we're just like, it's awesome. And then when trophies came out, we were just kind of like, oh, cool, finally, on PlayStation we could get rewarded, but it just wasn't as satisfying. I mean, I do enjoy getting trophies, but not as much as getting achievements.
Don't you miss certain achievements had items for your avatar?
Oh, that was the best.
Man.
Yeah, that was cool. Hopefully they bring that back. I really hope they bring that back.
I think it's supposed to come back as a new career mode that they're bringing to Xbox. I think hopefully they're going to bring that back.
Yeah, I know that one thing that they did instead of giving items for your avatar now is the achievements can be set as your background. That was like their big push toward that.
Oh yeah, I put my day one achievement on my my background for the Xbox. Xbox One. Right.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that. I forget what I think I put the Halo big achievement I got in the background. That's definitely one I was like really pumped for.
I can't even remember which one I have set right now. I think it's something from The Witcher 3.
Oh, what a great game. Are you excited for
yes.
Cyberpunk?
Oh my gosh, yes. I saw the trailer for the first time today, and it blew me out of the water. There are so many games that do the main core things that this game does, but it just does it so well. And with the cyberpunk theme to it, it just looks amazing.
Yeah, our gameplay was so nice, man.
Oh my god!
I love at the beginning you could select, you could select male or female, and you create their backstory. That's what I love. Like, I haven't seen that in a game where you create a backstory. Man, I'm trying to remember what game. Mass Effect. The first.
I was about to say it's been a while.
Yeah, the only game I can remember was the very first Mass Effect where you could pick the backstory, and this game lets you pick the backstory, and it just looked amazing. Just the whole future setting. And what do you think of the first person view? There was a lot of people bitching about that. What do you think of the first person view?
I think that the first person view is going to be nice, and it's definitely going to be a good transition for people who are more Call of Duty, Battlefront, or Battlefield type players. But, I mean, either way, I think I'd be fine personally with it because I'm used to both of them, but I can understand why people would want the third-person view.
Yeah, I agree. I like the first-person view. Watching the gameplay from it, I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with the first person. It honestly does not look bad at all. It looks like it could be pretty comfortable.
Well, if you look at games like Deus Ex, who also had that very good, had that futuristic setting, it worked. The first-person view worked for that. I mean...
Yeah.
I just think people were, with CD Projekt, they were so used to Witcher being it was a third person. I just think that's where more of the bitching came from. But the first person doesn't bother me at all. I think it looks awesome. Third person, first person, I don't care. It's an RPG. I'm playing it.
Well, I mean, at least this way you can't critique your character that your hair is glitching out everywhere, everything in The Witcher.
Yeah, there was a couple glitches in that game, but what an amazing series. I didn't get into it to part 2 when they released it on Xbox, but then when the third game came out, oh my God, those hours sucked me dry. And those are probably 2 of the best DLCs, up there as like ever released.
Yes.
Just perfect DLCs.
100% agree. God, Witcher 3 was amazing.
And I'm really stoked that CD Projekt is working on, and it's supposed to be coming out next year, so it's not that far away. So 2019 is already shaping up to be just amazing so far, especially with games.
Oh yeah, I definitely am looking forward to it, and I do not think that it'll let us down in any way.
Shifting a little bit to the Battle Royale gameplay style, Dan, what's going on with PUBG? We got some huge PUBG news.
Oh yeah, PUBG. PUBG is definitely rocking out, and I think it's coming out September. I believe it is called 1.0. Comes September 4th. It's finally leaving the preview mode, so that's exciting. And who knows how much it's going to cost then? I believe the price is going to go higher. Super excited. They did add a training mode to PUBG, so now you can go into a training mode, test weapons, scopes and all that stuff. And it's going to be, it's part of the new mode they're doing. It's called Fix PUBG Campaign. So the training mode will allow 5 to 20 players to practice and improve their skills on a 2x2 KM map. There'll be shooting ranges with targets that move. There'll also be stationary targets as well. You can practice parachuting, Diego, throwing grenades, melee combats, parkour, and more. And you're also going to see the war mode come to Xbox as well, which is pretty fun. I like the war mode on PC. It was a lot of fun. And then the new map, Chinook, is coming along with the 1.0 version update. So it's September 4th. Big moves for PUBG.
Yeah, I actually saw that in the POS yesterday at work. And I saw it and I was like, why do they have a release date for PUBG? I was like, that game's been out. And I was like, oh my God, is it going out of preview?
You know how much it is? Is it still $30?
It's still $30.
Okay, that's cool. You heard it here from us. Spoiler, $30.
Yeah, still $29.99 before tax. I got you. The insider.
Yeah. So that's all. That's the PUBG stuff for now. There'll be a lot more coming out within the next couple months or so because they're talking about a whole new campaign. Fix PUBG campaign. So that'll be pretty interesting. No, Diego, no one said anything about your horrible parachute skills, man.
And just to kind of keep it in the Battle Royale realm, here is a trailer for Fear the Wolves, which is
Fear the Wolves, man.
New Battle Royale game that's going to be releasing on Steam. So
I got so hyped for this at E3, man. This looks fabulous, man. This adds a whole new aspect to to the battle royale feeling, man. You know how it looks beautiful. Still going to be 100 players. The atmosphere is totally different. Fog, rain, all that good stuff. And now there's NPCs involved. You know, you get attacked by a wolf. You're shooting at someone, you see a wolf come out from the side of you to wreck you. That is freaking awesome, man. Fear of the Wolves is definitely on my list.
Yeah,
just looking at the trailer, man. Oh my god, it looks beautiful.
I can't neglect the PC. If we have any PC audience in here, there are some great games that are coming out only on PC, and that game I wish it was coming out on console. I really do, because
it's coming out. It's coming out on console next year.
I gotta wait. We gotta wait a year. I want to play it now.
Yeah, this game actually comes out tomorrow for PC. So
there you go. Something to do.
Yeah. So definitely 2019 for console. So no exact release date. So hopefully, man, this game looks beautiful, man.
Diego,
I'll see if I can run it on low everything.
Yeah, right. Yo, me too.
Diego, we will not be talking about. I don't know, Dan. I don't know why Diego wants us to talk about that game so much. Didn't you pre-order it, Dan?
No, I'm a couple of expansions out of World of Warcraft. I'm not completely.
I actually just took the giant stand up from the new expansion home with me. It's about 5.5 feet tall. I love it.
Yeah, we got a couple of very happy World of Warcraft players inside chat right now. So.
Oh, dude, I love it too. I have to admit, it's one of those games that I've put thousands of hours in because I've been playing it since Cataclysm came out. So
yeah, I have nothing wrong with World of Warcraft.
It's just a funnel, man. It's just a funnel. The moment you get anywhere near it, it just sucks you in.
I tried a couple times. I definitely tried to get into a couple times. It's just those points. I guess playing by yourself kind of takes away the fun feeling. I'm very used to playing like a multiplayer with other people.
Right. Yeah, I started playing with friends and played with friends all the way through.
But it should be fun, hopefully. What server do you play on? They're asking.
Oh, dude, I'd have to go and look, honestly. I know it starts with an F. Oh, jeez.
The guy
I can't
in
think of it right
chat will
now.
definitely know, because he lives on that game and he falls asleep on his computer.
Zug or back to work? Question mark. You can see the chat, right?
Yeah, no, I see it. I see his reference. It's okay. No, it's not Farstrider. He's taking some guesses, man. He's trying.
Don't worry, that can't be that many.
I think the real question is, Diego, are you Alliance or Horde? That's the real question right here. We need to get this straight first.
Or the Horde.
See, I'm Alliance, so there's a real issue. If he's Horde, it's not happening, man. Sorry.
Well, I guess
I don't fraternize with the enemies.
I think he's trying to figure it out.
Zug.
Have you played any games like Alan Wake or Quantum Break by that developer? Remedy? Can't believe I forgot their name.
I've played Alan Wake. I actually had a roommate buy it for me about 2 years ago, and I played all the way through it, and it was amazing.
Did you play Quantum Break at all?
I did not play Quantum Break. It just didn't seem like the type of game that I would be into.
So, just to kind of sell it on to you, I don't think it's on Game Pass yet, but I'm surprised it's not because it's an exclusive. We're
getting a rock with spams of server names here.
Yeah. If it is ever on Game Pass, I would say pick it up and play it because it plays exactly like Alan Wake. It just doesn't have that kind of survival horror feel because it's more of like an action game. But it plays exactly like Alan Wake, and you have some cool powers on that. So I would definitely highly recommend it. And this is their new game, Control, which we're going to take a look at. Did you see the trailer for this?
I have not. I'm ready. Go ahead when you are.
All right. So this is the Remedy's new game, and like Alan Wake and Quantum Break, they were exclusives, but not this time around. This is going to be on both PlayStation and Xbox. This was shown on the PlayStation stage. But it looks like we're getting a little bit more what this game is all about. But it looks really good. And I love Remedy. Max Payne, Alan Wake, Quantum Break. I'm really excited for that.
Max Payne was amazing.
Max Payne. I love Max Payne.
That's actually my first time looking at this too. Actually, to be honest with you, I saw
we're all just quiet staring
Yeah.
at it, like, oh, okay.
because this
Okay,
is
what's going on
I
now?
watched the E3 reveal, and this is actually my first time seeing the trailer. So it looks fantastic.
Like, yeah, janitor cleaning up. Super exciting.
I mean, it'd be cool. You wouldn't want to take control of a janitor mopping.
Yeah, if that's the whole game right there.
Janitor sim.
Yeah,
Honestly,
janitor.
you get it, huh?
I'm down. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a new broom. Go buy a new broom real quick.
You have to find the storage keys hidden around the school.
Yeah, you, have to, you missed a spot mopping. You have to go back and remop it.
I think we're about to make a fucking game right now.
It's in the works, guys. Coming 2020.
I mean, it looks from what it's, yeah, not as actually
It's
not
definitely got the Alan Wake feels to it.
yeah, definitely not as much revealed like they did at E3. So, sorry if I disappointed you guys, chat. I actually thought it was going to be, custodial. That would be great.
Oh my god, that's a perfect name. Are you kidding me?
Custodial.
Oh my god, Sal with the perfect name for the game. You're
Yeah.
you're coming on the project, man. Come
Hey
on.
man, we'll give you a 10% discount on release.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of indie developers out there. Sal, I think you should just get on that right now and just start making a custodial
Copyright
game.
that real quick.
Just start naming games for people, man. Charge them $10.
I mean, I would get it if there was a game like their custodial where I had to go find, and there are some tedious games like that I do enjoy. Like Shenmue, I enjoyed doing the forklift jobs. As tedious as it was, but it was amazing. It was great. It was so tedious, but it was great. I'm driving a forklift, dropping off boxes. Like, it's great.
That takes some patience.
Oh, it was just great. Mop and glow. That'd be amazing. Mopping. We have to find the keys. What was your idea? You have to find the storage keys.
Yeah, you got to clean out the storage cabinets, but you got to find all the keys hidden in the different teachers' lounges,
Oh
man.
my god. You got to unclog the toilets. There's certain toilets.
Oh my god.
Different
You got to get
areas.
the gum off of every single chair in the entire school. Good luck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, are we gonna be able to put kick me signs on back of people?
Maybe.
That'll be perfect.
Different areas. First, you start out like a small little middle school, and then it goes to like a high school. Then you go to a corporation. It just the levels get harder with the bigger the buildings.
We're giving too much away. Someone's gonna steal our ideas.
Yeah. Shush. We'll
Sal-
talk about it after.
Sal, copyright it, and we'll hit you up and we'll get started on the project.
Oh my gosh. I can already imagine the logo. Just custodial with a broom handle going through the name.
Oh my
Just
god.
in
Oh.
the pine soles.
What would be what was the I can't even talk. I apologize. What was there one game that kind of stood out to you? Spoiler for Gamescom.
For me, it'd have to be Shadows Die Twice. That looked absolutely amazing. It's made by the same people as Dark Souls, and it's definitely got the vibe to it. Plus, you've got a grappling hook. It just looks so good, man. So good.
You enjoy those games like Dark Souls? 'Cause I also saw they're coming out with the trilogy as well. On
Yes,
one
yes,
disc.
they are. I haven't really enjoyed it as of late. Lately, my game preference definitely changed. But growing up, when Demon Souls came out, then Dark Souls, I was definitely big into it growing up.
Unfortunately, as my name says, Rage Quit Pat. I 100% I would probably rage out of that, and Dan could probably agree.
Yeah, I couldn't even play that. I don't rage quit easily, but I can't. I get so pissed off in those type of games. Like I bought Dead Souls, whatever fuck it's called, and I returned it like an hour later. I'm not even kidding. Like I got so pissed off.
Yeah. It'll do that, man. It'll do that. I mean, Dying Light's coming out with a battle royale. There's that. That looks
What?
hype.
No way, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
six
they're coming
players.
out with a battle royale. And it's going to be 12 people,
It's 12.
and they're adding NPCs and zombies into it. Yeah, so like,
Really, dude, that's awesome.
yeah, I saw that today, and that looks amazing.
Spoiler, bringing in motherfucking breaking news.
Spoiler alert.
I like that. That's awesome, dude. I love Dying Light, man. Dying Light was a fantastic game.
With part 2 on the horizon.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
cannot wait.
So, Dan, I can't neglect you. I know you're in love with this game. Spoiler, do you play any sports games at all?
I play when I'm at parties with friends because that's what they play. It's definitely not one of my biggest genres.
It's understandable. It is the go-to if you're gonna have like a party with gaming. The go-to games are Mario Kart, Mario Party, or at least a sports game.
Will Romeo.
Yeah.
It's funny. Young Will Smith.
So I gotta show Dan some love here. This is the mode that Dan plays, and we're gonna check out the
you know, this whole trailer is a spoil since I still haven't even played 18 because it's still not out on EA Access. What the fuck is taking so long? God damn it, EA!
It's only like
Sal,
$20 now, man.
Sal, I do.
No, it's still $60.
I do agree with you too, Chaotic and Sal. I'm a little worried about 2K19 WWE because they're barely showing anything, and I do agree with you, Chaotic. GM mode or bust. We need a GM mode.
Look, man, FIFA 18 is still $60. Ridiculous. Well, and here in FIFA 19, it looks like Hunter's story is ending. We're bringing in a new character. Williams is coming back. I don't know if he's in the last one, but he was in the first one. So this one actually looks really good. I want to see where this goes. But I can't play it until I play the last one, so I'm still waiting.
I honestly didn't even know that these games had story modes to them.
Well, FIFA 17 started it, and then 18 went on and on. Now we're at the third story.
The game that kind of got the sports genre that kind of got everyone else in. NBA 2K always had that kind of my player, and they started doing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that my team thing.
They started.
R-Truth does not get put on no cover.
R-Truth, what the hell?
Get out of here.
R-Truth on the cover, oh my god. But NBA always had like a story mode, so then like FIFA went in on it. I think FIFA so far is getting a lot better with the story than Madden has, because Madden's story mode has kind of just been crap. So
I've heard Madden's basically just a reskin of the previous year.
Of course,
they just added new teams.
I didn't pick it up this year. Madden is definitely a reskin, just with different running mechanics and just a roster update. I haven't picked it up. I mean, I'll wait till it's on EA Access, to be honest with you, because it's so disappointing.
You know what, chat? We'll start a campaign, Little Jimmy for cover.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I do agree though with Chaotic. GM mode or bust. I do agree.
Yeah, if they don't have GM mode, I'll be very upset, man.
Because Universe mode is an entire, complete glitch fest, and I can't deal with it anymore.
Utter piece of shit. That's what it was.
Y'all are going to have to help me out. What's GM mode?
So, back in the day, WWE games had a mode called GM mode, and it expanded. At first, it was you could just be Raw and SmackDown, and then when like ECW came out, you could do ECW. So basically, you could just do the roster it had, or you could do like a draft, and you would draft your wrestlers. And each week, you would create matches, and you would get ratings. So that's basically that's basically what it was. And then you create like certain things in the middle. You could have like an interview, just things like that. It was a very cool mode in the early stages. But as time went on, it kind of just was very just repetitive, and like chat says with Chaotic, the earlier modes were good.
You know what, Diego? Every fucking WWE game online was always laggy. Like there was always that small delay to hit the reverse. Like it's always been like that. You know, at this point we're just used to it.
It's always trash. Any 2K game that comes out, you're online, it's going to be a glitch, 100%. No matter what game it is, it's always going to be a glitch. We were talking about Game Pass a lot, and this is really cool, and this is showing pretty much how the times have changed. Like, this is insane that now we'll
which I'm actually using right now.
Yeah. So that users can
access their Game Pass. Did you see this spoiler?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I just don't know about it, honestly.
Well, here we go. Here it is right now.
Well, it's easy. I downloaded it. I tested it out. So basically, you know, you get the whole Game Pass. You get to look at all the games, the new games that come out. You know, the older games. Like if a new game just came out, like Graveyard Keeper just came out, you just hit it, you hit install, and it'll automatically get sent to your Xbox console to start downloading.
Oh my, that's awesome.
Yeah, right now it's only out for Android, and it comes to Apple. I don't remember when it goes to Apple. I don't remember that. But it's in beta.
6 months.
It's in beta right now for.
Okay. Yeah, Apple always gets things after Android, man. It's ridiculous.
Except Fortnite.
Except Fortnite, yeah. Except Fortnite.
But yeah, I think it's a really cool feature that Microsoft added. I have it on.
Smart.
I have it up, you know, just to let me know when the new games come out, so I can just download it right away. Oh, look. I'm not home. Oh, new game just came out. Fucking download that shit on my console right now.
So how does it work if the console's off at home?
Well, they tell you to leave your console in where it does that sleep mode. Yeah, the sleep mode, so it can still do the updates and stuff.
Got it.
So it's gonna be like that.
Okay. I mean that's genius by them, honestly. If you can start downloading things on your system when you're away from home, I mean. You're at work, you download it, by the time you get home, it'll be there for you.
The life, man. I mean, they already have that. Yo, Diego, take it easy, bud.
See you later.
They already have that. So, I mean, if you buy a game on a Xbox.com website, it's supposed to automatically get sent to your console. So, I mean, I guess they already have some kind of aspect like that, or the GameStop app.
Right,
so I think this is really cool for Game Pass. That's a really great feature.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, no, I haven't regretted getting Game Pass one bit, man. It's definitely been amazing.
Best Buy had a deal for $30 for the year, so I hooked it up. I bought that real quick, and then since me and Rage quit our game share buddies, it works out.
There you go. Yeah, everybody needs a game share buddy, man. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Game Pass has just been worth it since they started doing Xbox exclusives, especially with Forza Horizon coming out soon. I don't have to buy it. That saves, both of us $60. So that's great. I wish PlayStation would do that too. I mean, I don't know why they haven't yet. I don't really like their streaming service all that much. Doesn't really offer. I mean, the cool thing was you could stream the older PS3 games and stuff, but I think they're starting to put PS4 games on there now. But I prefer Xbox Game Pass, and now that I could download it while I'm on the go is amazing because I buy them on the app just now anyway too. So.
I mean, there you go, man.
Let me tell you a spoiler. If you're looking for a fun little game to play, bro, play Graveyard Keeper. It's a real fun game, man.
I actually watched it on Twitch last night.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of fun.
I've been enjoying it a lot, man. I've been throwing bodies in the river like crazy.
It's gotten big over the last few days, man. It has a lot of viewers watching it on Twitch.
Yeah, I've been watching it a lot because it was on PC for a long time. So I've been watching it on PC for a while. I was like, yo, it came to Xbox. I had no idea it even came. I got a message from Game Pass. I was like, fucking, I know what I'm playing today.
I'm definitely going to have to download it and give it a shot. I want to throw some bodies in the river too, man. I want to be in that club.
And just to kind of, we were laughing before about. Have you ever played Shenmue? Spoiler, and the remakes just came out recently too.
Yeah, I saw when the remakes came out, but I didn't really do any. What's the word for it? I didn't do any research on it, so I didn't buy it. But I saw the trailer for this today, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy the remakes now and play those."
We're gonna throw the trailer up. It's the release date. This game's been in Kickstarter for a while. It finally has a release date after being announced at E3 2015. I will tell you this. There is a little bit of glitching. It's not bad, but there's been a couple glitches where I kind of had to restart the game, but it's not terrible. I will tell you that. Such a game that was ahead of its time when it came out. I think back in 1999, 2000, right around that era. It was a game that was such ahead of its time. Part 2 came out in the original Xbox. Unfortunately, the sales weren't there. So finally, 13 years, I mean, pretty much almost 20 years later, we're finally getting Part 3.
Yeah, I saw that there was a huge wait in between them whenever I was doing some research on it today. And I mean, the game graphically looks beautiful. The story sounds pretty interesting and different. And it's definitely something that I could sink my teeth into and spend a week or two playing.
Yeah, it was such a game that was such ahead of its time. They had a linear open world, and you could literally just walk into pretty much any store and just talk to random people, like, oh, hey, how you doing? And just, the story is basically just kind of break it down. His father gets killed. He's out for revenge, and it was just ahead of its time. But like I said, like I was mentioning before, there is a tedious part where you are a forklift worker. But it's great. I
saw that.
I loved it.
I saw that.
I mean, I loved it. You could gamble, like Sal's throwing in there, chat. Appreciate it. There's old school arcade games you could play, like Hang On. There's darts. Space Harrier, if you ever played that back in the day, such a great game.
Oh my god. It kind of sounds like what Yakuza is now.
Yes, there you go. That is a great comparison. Yakuza basically kind of took after what Shenmue did. Yakuza is also a very good game as well, but yeah, Yakuza is basically kind of what took from Shenmue. And it looks like Shenmue 3 is going to be a timed exclusive. Looks like it, from what I see, I didn't see anything about Xbox, so from what I heard, it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything for Xbox either. I just saw for PlayStation. So yeah, it'll most likely. And then I'll get it for PS4, so it doesn't affect me. Sorry, Xbox players.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for PS4 too, 100%. I mean, I got the remake now. I'm playing right now. I can't wait. After this, I'm probably gonna continue playing it and then hop right on Shenmue 2. Such a great game. It was way ahead of its time.
About how many hours can you put into the 1 and 2? Would you say?
I want to say there isn't as many side quests in part 1. Part 2 has a little bit more like goofy things you could do, like arm wrestle and like gamble and stuff like that. So part 2, right, I would say, is maybe 20 hours, maybe 25 hours. I would say part 1, depending on what you do, you could kind of get 15 hours out of it. The only thing that stinks about part 1 compared to part 2 is that part 1 has a lot of missions where it's like, all right, come back tomorrow at this time. When in Shenmue 2, you could wait. Like there's like a an option like
like a wait feature.
A wait feature, yeah. Part 1, you kind of would just have to kind of wander around and do goofy crap to kind of kill the time. But the time goes by fast. It's not like a long period of time that you're waiting. So.
Right. I mean, I kind of like the fact that you said the first one didn't have the wait feature. I mean, that kind of makes the character explore a little more outside and find some to do. So I think that's kind of interesting, though.
And for $30, it's worth it, man. They're both phenomenal games, and for the price, you cannot beat the price. For $30, that is amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to grab that. That way I'm ready for the third one.
I'm trying to talk Dan into playing it because as you said, we game share, and I'm like, just play it, dude. You'll love it.
I mean, if you've got it, you might as well, right?
I lit it up for a few minutes, but I didn't do anything in it. I just sat there in my bedroom.
Getting the most out of games, man. I like it.
There's a lot of collectibles too. There's like machines you could get, like little Sonic figures and stuff. It's cool. It's just goofy stuff, and it's Sega, and there's a lot of Sega nostalgia in it, like Virtua Fighter figures you could collect and things like that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to grab that. Man, there's so many games that we're talking about here that I'm gonna grab it. Looks like the budget for next month's going to be cut a little low, guys.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of which, we're going to go into the FPS genre here. That was also some news on Gamescom. Dan, what's going on with Battlefield number 5?
Well, I recently just got an email about 2 days ago with my beta code. Oh, yeah. The beta has been announced, and the beta will start September 4th. Next week, you can start preloading at September 3rd, and if you pre-ordered it, you'll get the beta, and you'll be able to play 3 modes, I believe, which is going to be Conquest. You're going to be able to play Grand Operations, and you're also going to be able to play Tide of War, which Tide of War is the new story narrative that will change every few months. So you'll be able to play quite a bit for the beta. It's really exciting. No, I'll say this right now. No, you will not be able to play the Battle Royale. Unfortunately, that will not be in a beta. If you pre-ordered it, come play with me September 4th.
Man, so many people are excited for the Battle Royale, but honestly, I'm just waiting to see what it looks like on these games that are coming out. Like Call of Duty's supposed to have one, Battlefield's going to have one.
Finally, somebody else that agrees with
the
me.
Call of Duty Battle Royale is supposed to also be September, so the beta is supposed to happen in September.
Man, I mean, don't get me wrong. I can sit down and play a Battle Royale. I can sit down and play Fortnite. I can sit down and play PUBG. But that's not going to make me buy the game.
Yeah, I mean, I played the beta of Black Ops. A lot different.
Oh yeah, no, the Black Ops 4 beta. I was thoroughly impressed.
I had such a blast playing it.
Thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of doubts with the Call of Duties lately. I mean, I haven't been getting into it. Even the World War II, I still didn't even get into that as much as I wanted to.
Same here.
But Black Ops really changed my thought about it, and I'm really liking it a lot.
I mean, I like the way that they did it. I like that they took the jetpacks away. Keep them gone, please.
Oh yes, no more exos. Thank the gods. I hated that so much.
I know when they brought that in advanced. I got the advanced console too. So when that came out, I got that with advanced, and I was so disappointed in Advanced Warfare, man. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that was awful. I still think the worst Call of Duty was Ghost, but
okay, Ghost was bad, but Infinite Warfare was still worse, in my opinion.
You know what's crazy? I actually enjoyed Infinite Warfare. I know a lot of. I know. You know what's crazy? I know a lot of people hate it. You're not the first person to look at me like I have 5 heads. Like, what, really? You love that game? I mean, I didn't love it. I liked it, but yeah, for me, Ghost was horrible. It tried to be Battlefield, and it sucked. The maps were awful. The guns were atrocious.
But you could have Snoop Dogg as your announcer, man.
Oh, God, help me.
Not only that, but you could reskin your dog as a wolf. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And you also had, who else did they have on there? They had like Grandma or something and Aussie.
I didn't get that far into it. I think I played like 2 days, and I still had some connections at GameStop, and I returned it.
Oh my God, dude! Just the fact that Snoop Dogg was on there made it better than Infinite for me, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was, why I liked Infinite so much. I guess that it was so chaotic, and
oh yeah, it was definitely that.
Yeah, I just think that's probably why I enjoyed it. I'm just throwing up the trailer. We could keep talking about everything, but yeah, I guess because it was just chaotic, to be honest with you, of why I like it so much. I want to ask you this. There's a lot of with the controversy with this game. This has actually been the most disliked video game on YouTube. How do you feel about Battlefield 5? Spoiler.
From what I've seen, I mean, I'm impressed. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I've got it pre-ordered. I don't see anything that I really dislike per se.
Do you think a lot of the negativity to this game is that people just don't trust EA from that Battlefront fiasco?
I think that's exactly what it is, honestly.
I actually read some controversies about the whole women fighting in the war and whatnot, which if people knew their history, they did, but there's also that controversy as well.
I mean, they did, but it was a very minimal role, an extremely minimal role back then. They were mostly medics and things like that back then. So, yeah, you can be upset that women are on the battlefield, but I mean, back then they wanted to keep women and children away from the battlefield as much as possible, unless someone was just so stubborn that they went out there,
I've always been a Battlefield guy. I have no problem. I just think people seem to suck it up. Whatever. There's women in the game.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It's a game. It is a game.
Who cares? There's women in game. Who gives a shit? They're fighting in war. Whatever. I could care less. I do agree with the whole I don't really trust EA anymore. I mean, they are coming out to what we're all happy that they're saying, there's free DLC, the only microtransactions or cosmetic items. I do agree with you. The whole battle royale thing doesn't really excite me all that much. I could care less. I mean, I'm excited just for the multiplayer, and it's back in World War II.
Yeah. I think EA learned their lesson after all the backlash they got. It was incredible how much backlash they got and are still getting now.
Yeah, I don't know if you checked out E3. They came on stage for like Battlefront news, and no one gave a shit.
Oh no, I remember, man. It was bad.
Dan, what's your kind of take?
I think I specifically remember people booing as well. Actually.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. Dan, what's your take on the whole Battlefield? Like, what do you think it is? Do you feel that people are, and also chat? What do you guys think? Do you feel that people just don't trust EA anymore, or do you think people are just being babies about women in war and stuff like that?
You know what, man? Battlefield is probably I like Battlefield a lot better than like Call of Duty. I mean, just the way it is. It's the way it'll always be. I love the more realistic feel of Battlefield. This Battlefield looks fabulous. I love the graphics. The graphics are beautiful as fuck. The guns, whole new guns, the maps, great. I mean, I love how they're bringing Grand Operations back into it. So I thought that was going to be gone. The destruction, it gets better and better with every Battlefield. It's amazing, and yes, they have a female character now. Finally, believe it or not, when it comes to me picking a character, I usually pick a female character. And people,
well, yeah, because you don't want to stare at a man the entire time you're playing, right?
But I'm really excited. Yeah, I like to look at the blues all I walk. So I'm really excited. I pre-ordered it so I get the beta code to try it because I'm gonna try it obviously before I buy it. That's why I love betas.
You're gonna have to stream it, that way we all know what it's like, man.
Yeah, you better believe I will be streaming that, and I do a trick with my pre-orders. I won't say on stream, of course. I don't want to get caught, but so it's just I'm excited, man. I can't wait, man. It should be a lot of fun. Next week, man, I'm gonna be playing it.
I'm definitely gonna be tuning in for that, man. I'm gonna be watching as much as possible.
Yeah, if I get an extra code, bro, I'll try to get the extra one, man. I'll throw it your way.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. I mean, I could probably grab one from GameStop, honestly.
Yeah, don't you have to hit just certain print buttons and
I think we actually stopped printing the codes for it. That's the thing. I don't remember. Somebody was saying something about it, but apparently with Call of Duty, people were trying to pre-order it the day before the beta dropped, and it wasn't printing codes anymore. Because of that fact.
That used to be the best. When I was there, I didn't have to pre-order the game. I would just go into the system and just hit and then just print the codes.
Yeah, no, we can't do that anymore. They've people started selling beta codes. Go figure, who would think? But
I figured. Of course, they did ruin it for everybody else. So chat seems to be agreeing with the whole against EA thing, and I agree too. I mean, EA has fucked us with so many times with so many games. They fucked us with Battlefront 1. They fucked us with Battlefront 2. Yeah, I mean they fucked us for a long time now, and I think people are starting to speak, and I'm glad the gamers are winning. I'm really happy they are because EA's just become such a shitty company, and they kind of try to go their route with Madden and FIFA with the microtransactions, and it blew up in their face.
Yeah, I've actually heard plenty of that as well. I may not play it, but I hear all about it.
Gonna throw up a quick Dan and I have played this game. Have you play this game at all? Spoiler, Life is Strange.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, here it is. Life is Strange 2. Did you play the prequel? I am almost done.
I was about to say, did y'all play the prequel that was
I haven't even played
E3?
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the prequel. I just bought all the episodes. I got to do that, and I got to do that free Captain Boy thing that just came out.
Oh yes, that's such a good game, man.
I gotta do it.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man. I haven't played Life is Strange 1 yet, so I'm gonna get on.
Oh, dude, you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat.
Yeah, but the one with the kid, the Captain Awesome, whatever, that is so good, man. It's a demo, but you don't get to play too much of it. But it was really good, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I definitely put some time in it the night that it was released, and it was amazing for a prequel. They definitely were trying to drop some hints for the second one too. I saw that.
Yeah, the prequel with Chloe, I'm almost done. I think I finished episode 1. I got to do 2 and 3. It's only 3 episodes, so it's quick.
Okay, yeah.
But the first game was phenomenal, man. It was such an underrated game, and it came out of nowhere. My friend told me about it. He's like, oh, if you like Telltale games, you'll like this game. I'm like, all right, cool. I looked at the trailer. I'm like, oh, it looks pretty interesting. I picked it up and played. I'm like, wow, this game's awesome.
Yeah, I actually I had a roommate that played games more than me at one point in time. And I walked into the living room, and he was playing Life is Strange 1. And I just remember looking at it and going, what in the world are you playing, man? And he's like, here, just play it a little bit. And he handed me the controller. I started over, and I was immediately engulfed in it, man. Like, at first sight, I was like, I'd probably never play this. But once you get into that story, man, it takes you in.
Yeah, especially after the first episode.
I'm assuming you played a lot of Telltale games, have you?
Not really, no, honestly. That was actually the first Telltale I ever played.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, so you never touched the Batman ones, the Walking Dead ones or anything?
I played the Walking Dead one, the first one, the first episode. But I never really got into The Walking Dead. I never watched it. And then about 5 months ago, me and my girlfriend marathon The Walking Dead, and now I want to play the rest of it. I know that the final chapter just dropped, too.
Oh,
so I'm
fabulous.
I'm about to marathon it.
Yeah, man, dude, play because it's so good, man. I love that Telltale series.
It's a great marathon, man. You will not regret it, especially the first season. So far, season 1 is hands down my favorite. And even the other Telltale games too, man. If you like Batman is phenomenal. There's 2 seasons of that. Game of Thrones they also have, which was great. If you've watched Game of Thrones, it's good. I do agree with you too. I hope Overkill: The Walking Dead is good as well. Even like I don't even play Borderlands. They came out with Tales of the Borderlands. That one was great. I did play
Tales of the Borderlands.
Oh, that one was great.
That one was pretty good.
That one was good. I am missing one. Which one am I missing, Dan? I know there's
another. The Werewolf Among Us was another.
Wolf Among Us, yes, that got delayed.
The Wolf Among Us, there, yeah.
That got delayed, unfortunately, but that one was great. Guardians of the Galaxy, thank you, Sal. That one is also a good time.
Yes.
That is also a good time. And now they're doing the way they changed it with this new style with the new Walking Dead game they just came out with. I'm happy.
Oh, I was really just about to bring that up too. The new Walking Dead looks amazing.
Yeah, they're changing the style of the way of the gameplay a little bit. The earlier games, it was kind of like a point and click. This one, you can actually kind of control the character and go to the, I call them like the hot spots or whatever. But I'm glad they're making that move in the direction. They're coming out with a new graphic system, but they're all worth it, man. The good thing is each episode's like an hour and a half roughly. So, I mean, you could kind of get through those rather in a couple days, depending on your time. But they're worth it, man. They're awesome.
I may just have to marathon it on stream to get ready for the new one.
Yeah, man.
If you want, if you're thinking about it, they have a Telltale collection with every single game. I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but they had a huge sale with it. It was like $60 for all those games.
That's
not bad at all, actually. I might have to look into that.
With these Telltale games too, it's a lot of fun. Which I want to do sometime soon. Is you're able to play with the viewers as well.
Oh yeah, have chat aside.
Yeah. So I would love to do that one week and just play with everyone and just see their answers and see how that story changes. I mean, I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. I actually, you're gonna cringe. I was playing dating sims on stream a while back just to see what that would be like.
Did you ever play Super Seducer?
I haven't even heard of that.
Okay, so all right, you're playing dating sims on. So I'm gonna. But before, how did that go? Before I tell you about Super Seducer,
as you can expect, chat obviously decided to go with the worst options every time. Right. But it was hilarious. So it was definitely funny.
So look up this game, Super Seducer. Basically, the best thing about this game is that it's real people. Like real people are actually acting out this stuff. So I will tell you, one of the things you can do.
It's on PS4.
It's on it was supposed to be on PS4, but the game got so much backlash because it's basically the guy that's doing it is like kind of depicting women in like a wrong way, basically. So that's why it got so much backlash. And the things you can do, like one of the choices is you could basically tell the girl to like blow you, like right then and there. Like that's one of the options is to go like, Oh yeah, like he's like talking to two girls at the bar, and he could kind of go like, "Oh hey, tell your friend to get out of here, and do you want to give me a blowjob?"
Yeah.
I don't know what's choking me up, man. I'm looking at some of these choices on Google Images, and oh my god!
Like I said, the best thing about it is that it's real people that's doing it too. It's not like cartoons; it's actual real people acting it out, and it's amazing. Like the failures are great. So I was thinking, I was pitching it to Dan, thinking of one day maybe just streaming it and see just how it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to play that on my spare time. I don't think I'm gonna put that on my channel, but I think I'm gonna play it on my spare time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game that's definitely out there. It's just look up the fails. Like I went on YouTube and I was just like, I want to see the fails. I could care less about the success. And I put up the fails, and the fails are just great.
Oh my god! The thing is, that dude he already looks creepy.
Well, that whole goatee and stuff, yeah.
It's just everything. Like some of the images I'm seeing, it's like his face clipped onto things. It's ridiculous.
I went to put up a trailer, and for some reason, Super Seducer popped up in the thing. Okay.
Oh wow, I wonder how that happened. That's crazy.
That is a little. Did my computer know that we were talking about it or something?
Oh, you know what it is? Because I'm connected to your computer. I was sending Spoiler the link, so I copied it and it went to yours.
Oh my god!
Honestly, I thought you were being sarcastic. I thought you were like.
I was like, what the hell? I saw like Super Seducer fails. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh my god!
Goodness.
I honestly thought you were being sarcastic too. I thought you were like, "Whoops."
No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. I threw it up there, and it was like Super Seducer fails. I'm like, does my computer know that we're literally talking about this game?
It wants us to play.
It judged you based on the time that you searched things.
I think
Better
so.
Be careful.
So outside of Super Seducer, are you played the Assassin's Creed games?
Well, I don't know, man. It's a stretch from Super Seducer's life now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I love Assassin's Creed, man, especially Origins. Origins was amazing to me. I like how they brought it to that classic RPG style, and I honestly didn't really like Assassin's Creed before that, but the way that they did that RPG style in Origins just pulled me in, and I love it.
You know what's crazy? The way I play Assassin's Creed games now, I don't know if anyone's the same, but I play them depending on the location. I know everyone loved Origins, but for some reason, I just didn't like the Egypt location.
So how do you feel about Odyssey then, man?
Odyssey
With
looks
Rome.
great. I love Rome. I love Greece. I love Rome. I love, I was a big Spartacus fan. The show.
Yes, I love that show.
Rome.
I actually just started watching it. Don't ruin anything.
We're not, but it's amazing. That's all you need to know. Don't worry.
Yes, man. That's one of my favorite series.
Yeah, I'm behind on so many TV shows. It's ridiculous. My girlfriend watches them and then she recommends them to me. So
and it's sad it ended because of because he died in real life. But such a great movie, man. I mean, series.
Yeah, you had to hit me with the spoil that he died in real life, man. Thanks. He could still be living. He could be like
I met the
800
actor.
years old, man.
I met the actor.
Yeah, they do change actors. That's not too much of a spoiler, but they do change actors because unfortunately,
I hate when they do that.
Well, he passed away.
He died.
Yeah, he died.
Cancer.
Oh, the actor passed away. I thought you were talking about Spartacus passed away, and I was like, well,
no, the actor passed away in real life. But
he was perfect too, man.
I love the ancient Greek settings and everything. I love it. I'm gonna throw up the trailer. This is the character. How do I pronounce his name? I don't want to botch it here. I probably will botch it anyway. Alexio. Yeah, I couldn't botch that. Throw him up. And I also love that Assassin's Creed, what I like about this new one is it's moving into an RPG where now your choices are starting to affect everything around you, and you could do romance as well. That's what I like that they're moving into. So Black Flag was
they're bringing in the dating sim aspects, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. Black Flag was amazing.
I did like Black Flag a lot. Actually,
Part 2 was great. I love my favorite Assassin's Creeds are 2, Black Flag. I actually love Syndicate. I thought Syndicate was fantastic.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna say Unity. I thought you said since you brought up Infinite Warfare as your favorite Call of Duty.
No.
Go in the same route.
Unity was a complete disaster.
It was so bad that when I pre-ordered it, I specifically remember that they gave me 2 free games.
But I just felt bad that Unity was so bad that it took away from Syndicate. Because Syndicate actually was a really good game where you could play. You're in England and you're playing as the brother and the sister, and the gameplay changes on which one you pick. And I loved it. And
yeah. Syndicate was definitely different. I liked it.
Yeah, and it sucked that the sales were bad because of what happened with Unity. How such a disaster Unity was, and. But
I mean, you think game companies would see by now, like we saw with Assassin's Creed Unity, like we saw with Battlefront on Star Wars with EA. I mean, it's just the backlash is going to stay until they make something that makes it better for the company.
Yeah, and I mean, this one looks awesome. I love it.
Yeah, this one looks absolutely amazing.
Dan could pick his girl character as well.
Yeah, I actually saw Medusa in that too, and if we get to fight Medusa, I'm all in. Let's go.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. There's so many games in October, and that's one of them, man. It's going to be a rough October.
Dude, October to December is the worst time of the year because you are going to be broke if you play video games religiously. All the best games drop from October to December, man. It's ridiculous.
And a special announcement, this trailer actually just got dropped today. We haven't seen this game in 25 years. Dan and I were playing it on the Sega Classics collection. It's such a great game, and we are finally getting it back after 25 years. The Streets of Rage is the Streets of Rage, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen this spoiler?
I have not. I've seen the original, but I have not seen.
I love Street of Rage, man. Like one of my favorite classic games. I haven't even watched the trailer yet, so this is
and here it is.
First timer here.
After 25 years, we are getting Streets of Rage 4, and I mean it's not gameplay, obviously, of course, but
Oh, hello.
I mean, a little cinematic trailer never hurt anybody, man.
Oh, actually, I lied. There's gameplay. Wow, I must have not been paying attention. I lied. Sorry, chat. There is gameplay.
Beautiful. Yeah, what's the date on that?
Man, you're ready for it.
Nothing. Yeah, it's not nothing yet. But again, we haven't seen
tomorrow. What?
Hopefully, I would love it. We haven't had a Streets of Rage in 25 years. That is.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is. Sega's making a comeback, man. Believe it or not, Sega is making just like Capcom last year when Resident Evil 7 came out after they had that bad fiasco with Street Fighter 5. Resident Evil 7 dropped, and they re-released Resident Evil 1 and 0 again, and Capcom made a comeback, and Sega's making a comeback, man. It looks great.
Honestly, I miss being a kid sitting on the floor playing the Dreamcast, man. Oh my god.
That system, that console, that's probably one of my top favorite top 5 favorite consoles of all time. It was such a console that was way ahead of its time, and I feel bad for today's generation that if they never got to experience a Sega Dreamcast, because it was such a great system. It was like having an arcade in your home at that point. It was amazing.
Oh, it really was. It was absolutely amazing. It was actually at my mom's to me.
And
God, I can't even. The hours.
It introduced a lot of great series. Soul Calibur, House of the Dead.
Yes.
House of the Dead was brought into your home with that console. Shenmue. Now we see that. Resident Evil Code Veronica was at first exclusive to the Dreamcast, which was such a good
right. I
game
forgot about
as well.
that. Yeah,
that was one of the best Resident Evil games without the number.
Right. Yeah.
Just a lot of great. The NFL 2K series, the 2K game started on the Dreamcast.
No, we can just pass over those. I'm just kidding.
They're still. Well, Madden might be the only football game, but NBA is still around.
I mean, yeah. They're sports games will never die. I feel like, honestly, there's always going to be a new generation play, and they're always going to be a party game unless EA or 2K does something. They're going to stay up, man.
Yeah, I'm saving the best for last. We aren't at the last. Don't worry, guys. We still got a couple more trailers to run through. Don't worry. We're going to throw this trailer up, even though Spoiler has just confirmed that he is not the biggest fan of the 2K of the 2K genre. But if there's anybody in chat, we gotta, just like I said, we had the PC people. We gotta throw up like the Fear of the Wolf. So if you're a NBA 2K fan out there in chat, this is the new story mode in the new 2K game.
Hey, Saul, man, take it easy, buddy. Have a good night.
Hey, Corey. I'm drowning out
Take care, Sal Capone. Don't forget, we got to work on that game, man.
You're not ready.
See you later, Sal. Thanks for coming in, my man.
You held your own with Han Chi. People starting to take notice.
Have a seat. Welcome to the Mad Ants.
Oh, he's got y'all on a first name basis right now,
There you
guys.
go. That's awesome. Thank you.
Ooh.
There we go.
Here's what you need to know.
He's ready to make that game, man. He's gonna show up at your doorstep.
That's
Watch
fun.
out.
Hey, listen, if we make an indie game and that indie game is even like somewhat successful, we could charge like $5 for that janitor game. I mean, look, there's a game out there called Bridge Constructor.
Have y'all ever actually sat down and looked at the Twitch games ban list?
No.
Some of those names, I'm not gonna bring any up on stream because it's ridiculous, but after this, just look up the Twitch ban list. Those names of those games absolutely kill me because I can't even imagine those games existing. It's bad.
I'm just gonna Google it real quick.
Oh, dude, go for it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up too.
Bad.
I don't know if you saw, there's Anthony Mackie's in this game. 2K is now starting to bring in bringing in an Avenger into the 2K.
What the?
And
Dude,
Michael
one of the first
Rappaport.
ones I just saw.
Huh? Oh my god.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm not even gonna repeat this.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't repeat some of them. Man.
These things are ridiculous. Are you serious?
Yeah, those are actual games, man. Those are actual games.
Oh my god. I need to play every one of them. Alright, I can say this one. This one says, suck my dick or die.
Yeah.
What kind of game is that? Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, no, there's a specific one, and I think it was the one you said that you're not repeating. The Maiden, the one that starts with the Maiden, close to the end.
Oh no, I don't even think I saw that one.
It's the fourth from the bottom. Fourth from the bottom.
Fourth from the bottom. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Fourth from the... Oh no.
Dude, it's
Nah,
bad.
that's not good.
Now I'm really
Everybody in
curious.
chat, I would 100% recommend going and looking at the Twitch games ban list. You will not regret it, guys.
Now I'm really curious now to look this up because this is like crazy.
Oh, there we go. Put it in chat. Go look at that, and you will not regret it. You'll have a nice laugh, a nice chuckle.
Which one you said? Like the last one?
The fourth from the last specifically, yes.
Oh my god! There's a game. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm actually afraid just to even say its name on stream.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it either. Are
The
you?
Twitch gods will come down and ban it so quick, man.
I might have to Google or like YouTube these games, and I don't even know if there's any. There can't
These are
even be.
porn, bro. These are porn games.
But some of them you could find them on YouTube. I'm saying like these you probably can't find.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to go on the deep webs to find these, man. They've been scrubbed for since.
Oh my.
You could probably check Pornhub, like, maybe.
I mean, maybe, yeah, they could be there.
Probably. There's some games I recognize though, and I can understand why. Like the one that begins with the B and it ends in I don't even want to say the end.
Oh, Battle?
No, the one after that.
BMX.
Yeah, that one I could see why. I know why that.
Yeah,
was banned.
we actually had somebody bring that into GameStop a week ago. That's when I found out about it the first time.
Oh my god.
Somebody tried to trade it in.
I found out about this stuff with from they were having, I don't know if you remember the channel. Do you remember the channel G4?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Old school. Before it became like the men's network or whatever the hell it turned into
Right.
now.
Yeah. Whatever it is
But
now.
G4 had like a special where it was talking about games like that and the San Andreas, that mod that got leaked out.
Oh, with the strip clubs?
No, with the where you could do like the actual sex scenes in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's actually that was banned for a really long time, but they now made it to where you can play San Andreas as long as you have that taken out.
Yeah, and they had to make like an adult-only version of that game
Yeah.
just because of that reason. And then there was also Leisure Suit. They were talking about Leisure Suit Larry. Now, funny story about that. So I watched that G4 special, and they were talking about a game, Leisure Suit Larry, where it's like the game's trash. Basically, you're going on college, and you're gonna have to basically just try to get laid. And at a very young age, my immature teen years, I picked it up, and the GameStop employee told my mom, was like, "Oh, this game is rated M for this. There's all this stuff in it." My mom looks at me. I'm like, "Mom, I play Grand Theft Auto. It's the same crap."
Dude, that is so many kids' excuses
Yeah.
even now. Oh my God.
Don't worry, Chaotic. After this story, really quick, we will talk about that. Yeah, it was, and my mom was just like, "Oh yeah," because she knew. I mean, when I was young, I was playing like those violent games anyway, and I mean, obviously, I turned out normal, so I like to think so.
At least we hope.
Yeah, I like to think so. Exactly.
Possibly normal.
Yeah, so I picked up that
Mom
game.
still sends a text once a week to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, just to double check, make sure I haven't checked into like an insane asylum or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, I picked up that game all due to that special, and that game was horrible. You had like a freaking like, hopefully I could say it on stream, but I guess YOLO. There was like a sperm going across the screen, and you had to pick your decisions with that. And look that game up. It's called Leisure Suit Larry Magnum Cum Laude or whatever the hell it's called. Look that game up.
I know what game you talking about. I know exactly, man.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to look this game up.
Spoiler, look that game
my
up.
God.
Just look that game up. It's hysterical.
There was also a game on the 360 where like you're a pregnant lady and you shoot a baby out of your vagina and see how far you can go.
Oh my God, what? Oh my Lord, what the? Don't forget also the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball games. Those games were
Okay, yes, I do know about that.
Yeah,
I do know about that.
I got that game, and I went to trade it in the GameStop, and the guy who ended up being my boss a couple months later looks up at me, and I'm like, "Dude, I was a freaking teenager. What did you expect? I wanted to see video games boobies bouncing around. Like, what do you what did you expect? Come on. Of course I was going to pick this game up."
That's the whole reason I started playing dating sims at like 14, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
It was like that game intrigued me because at first I thought it was just a volleyball game with the Dead or Alive girls. I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." And then I'm starting to gravitate. Now you could actually get them in G-strings. You could.
Oh, dude, it's so much worse now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess worse in some cases, better in others. But
yeah, you could get them. You could have them lay down in tan and like their boobs shake all over the place.
You can like rotate the camera around and everything, man.
You could rotate the camera around. I'm like, what? And I'm like,
just call it fan service, man, because that's all it is.
That's all it was. It was ridiculous, man. There's some wacky games, man, that I don't know what goes through developers' minds. Like either they're playing with themselves while they're developing the game, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what they got to be doing.
Honestly, they probably sat down. They had a guest on their podcast. And it just happened through chat, and that's how Custodial was going to be born, man. It's just beautiful games are born that way.
Yeah, exactly. Custodial.
There it is. It's called Baby Maker Extreme.
Oh my God!
I'll have to look this
So
up.
you gotta press a button, quick, and then the baby like squirts, fucking flies out of your vagina, and you just gotta see how far you can make it bounce and go across the map.
All right, I gotta look this up.
It was for Xbox 360. There was a second one. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
I actually remember this.
I bought it.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I know. Chaotic.
Oh my God, this was so long ago. I remember this.
Chaotic. The games in Japan are just out there. They really are, and I somewhat wish they could come here over to the States because I'm not gonna lie, I do want to.
Dude, they're making their way. They're slowly but surely making.
On what?
You see it more with PS4, obviously.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how. Somehow PS4 is getting them.
Man, Sony just knows what they're doing. I guess more so than Microsoft.
And
with that anyway.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Chaotic, about Spider-Man being exclusive, I was really kind of surprised. But it's a big move for Sony, because Insomniac made that big move with Xbox when they released Sunset Overdrive exclusive, when Insomniac was mostly always exclusive to PlayStation, a big majority of the time. So I think it's a great move for PlayStation to have Spider-Man especially exclusive to their console. I mean, Spider-Man.
Oh, we've already had so many people come in just to be like, I'm getting PS4 just for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was a little heartbroken because I don't have a PS4 anymore. I was a little heartbroken, so I gotta get one again and play this real quick. What was your favorite Spider-Man? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Is it Drake Bell from Ultimate Spider-Man?
Are you talking about the voiceover?
Well, let's say the movie. Let's say the movie, the actual Spider-Man.
Oh, so okay. Drake Bell wasn't bad on Ultimate Spider-Man. He was okay. I got to go back to the 90s. I mean, that Spider-Man was the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one. That was definitely my favorite.
An underrated one is Spectacular Spider-Man. That one was very good. It was very underrated. The only thing they didn't get as much ratings because I think they were either after Pokemon in the time slot, so that kind of diminished their ratings a little bit. But Spectacular was good. But Ultimate Spider-Man wasn't bad with Drake Bell. There were some good, dark episodes, but it did have a lot of, it's on Disney XD, so you're gonna have a lot more kiddie stuff than the dark stuff.
Yeah. How about the movies? Spoiler. Toby, Andrew, Tom. Which one are you liking so far?
It'd have to be Toby for me.
Oh, Tobey Maguire fan, huh? I don't think Tom Holland was that bad either. So.
Well, just because that was the first one that I saw, honestly.
I mean, Spider-Man 2 to this day is still my favorite one with Doc Ock.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2 is fabulous.
What about the video games? Which one? There's a plethora of Spider-Man video games. Which one's your favorite?
Probably the first one I ever played, and it was the one that was on Game Boy Advance. I don't remember the specific name of it. I know it was Spider-Man something, but it was on Game Boy Advance, and I spent hundreds of hours on that game growing up playing it.
And there's a lot of freaking Spider-Mans. Let's see, you said the Game Boy, you got the Amazing Spider-Man 2, you got the Punisher game, you got the Amazing Spider-Man 3.
I'm pulling it up.
Spider-Man 2, Sinister Six.
Yeah, it was the Spider-Man 2. It was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, well, even the one on console was amazing. I mean, that one was.
Oh no, the one on console was really good too. The only reason I started because I played it so freaking much. Man.
That was basically Grand Theft Auto Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I remember playing the Spider-Man 2002 one. And just the movie. Oh my god, dude! I finished that game in like a few hours.
Oh,
honestly, Spider-Man has usually done pretty much any game they put out for Spider-Man very well.
I'm excited for this one. I'm very happy that Insomniac is doing it. The last Spider-Man games that have come out, like the Amazing ones, like the last one, Amazing Spider-Man 2, was trash.
The more recent ones were pretty bad.
Yeah. Web of Shadows was really good. Web of Shadows
were really good, and then this one looks absolutely amazing.
Web of Shadows was good. Shattered Dimensions was amazing. I loved
Shattered Dimensions was really good.
Web of Time was awful.
Which one was Web of Time?
That was the one after Shattered Dimensions. You played as regular Spider-Man and 2099.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, that was horrible. Oh my god, that was the one on Xbox 360, right?
Yeah, it came out it was, and the thing that sucked, and I didn't get, it was the same developer. The same developer made that one, and it sucked. And Shattered Dimensions was so good, but that one they make is it's crazy. It is crazy. Another game we're gonna take a look at. Tomb Raider. Are you a big Tomb Raider guy? Spoiler.
Oh, I am. Oh, 100%. 100%. I love it.
We got the third game of the reboot. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Oh my god. I'm so happy they rebooted this series after.
This game looks so nice too. I mean, graphical wise, woo!
The second one
beautiful,
is on Game Pass. I think both of them are on Game Pass. If I'm not mistaken.
I can't wait to pop this into my X and look at that 4K graphics.
I mean, you can just leave it to Square Enix to usually make a visually stunning.
You know what's crazy? This is the quickest game Square Enix seems to come out with is Tomb Raider. Every other game they take 20 years to make. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I think one reason is because the fan base for it has gotten huge over the last few years. Because every game has been really good. And I think it's specifically big in the US especially.
Did you think did you see the new movie?
No, I did not. I did not see the new movie.
It's pretty good.
It was alright. I like the ending.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie. It was, it's your typical fair share of video game movies. It's fair, I would say.
Yeah. I still regret watching the Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I heard it was bad. I turned it on, and the way the camera moves so much, I'm like, I can't do this. I hate it.
Yeah, I regret watching it, honestly. I thought it was going to be really good. It left a scar, man.
Hey, Saint did it, man. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it.
Take care,
yeah, man.
Saint,
Thanks for coming in, Saint. I appreciate it, man.
Take care, Saint. Have a good one. Yeah,
this is about the time that pretty much everybody starts streaming, man.
My
online list is blowing up.
Your what?
Jeez. Yeah, I've got about 50 people right now that are on my online list that just came on within the last 15 minutes.
Oh, damn. We're almost
crazy.
We just got a couple more trailers. There's not two. I think there's only. Yeah, I got one more trailer left, and.
Oh, dude, yeah, keep them coming, man. I'm loving it.
We're all going. But Tomb Raider, I'm so happy they rebooted the series. That wasn't a big major need of a reboot after how trash the later games were, so that definitely was in need of a reboot.
I honestly didn't expect them to reboot it after the other games bombed so bad and how horrible they were.
And the reboot came out of nowhere too, like Square Enix surprised
it did,
everybody,
and it was amazing.
Reboot. Yep, and it was big time. So here we go. Final trailer of game. There was other game cons, but I kind of went with like the big major titles and the Division 2. How did you feel about the Division before I played the trailer? Spoiler. How were your feelings on the Division?
I played for about the first 3 months, and I enjoyed it. It definitely had its bugs, obviously, as most massive multiplayers like that do in the beginning. But I enjoyed everything about it. I think that the gameplay itself was good. I do think there are things here and there that they could have fixed. I did have glitches where every time I tried to finish one specific mission, it just wouldn't happen. I'd go to finish it and it'd restart the mission. And I just remember that specifically making me so mad. I actually punched a hole in my previous apartment's wall. Because all of my friends, it didn't happen to any of my friends playing with. And I was playing with about 3 other people. And they all went to accept it. And I went to accept it and it restarted the mission for me. So I was like, okay, it's fine. And I ran through it again. And I went to accept it. All my friends are waiting on me at this point. And so I go to clear the mission and it restarts me again. And I just lost it, man. I lost it.
The one thing I didn't like about the Division 1 was that and Dan and I both had this problem, we played with people. We were like level 24. And what's up, Curdy? How are you, man? We had like 24 people.
By, man.
And we were level 24, and like the people under us were level 12. And if they came into our mission, they were dead in one bullet. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
They were more just like, it was terrible.
Yeah, that was exactly why me and my friends were trying to run it together and not move on. And then with that thing with me, they just ended up moving on ahead of me. And they ended up getting about 15 levels ahead of me, and I had to solo grind to catch up for a while there.
And
but the Dark Zone was an absolute trash.
Yeah,
I mean, the raids were buggy, glitchy, and unplayable. Like, there was a lot of stuff wrong with that game for a little while.
You know,
I mean, the second one so far, I think it'll be good. And with their experience of the first one, I think that they'll be able to put this one out with minor bugs, minor glitches, and that it'll be pretty great.
Yeah, I'm assuming they learned from their mistakes. And you know what?
Hopefully.
The gameplay didn't look bad. It actually looked decent. So, I don't have high hopes. I learned from that from number one. Don't have high hopes. But I do have a high expectation for it.
Right.
They speaking of funny stories, we're talking about our friends here. So quick funny story.
Are you gonna play that trailer, by the way?
I am. I said, hold on. We're just chit chatting before I play the trailer. Quick funny story. We're talking about our friends. So we have a friend we played this game with. He was only level 10. I was about level 17. I think Dan was 17 as well. We had another friend who was like 15. So we're like, all right, let's finally go in the dark zone. We were like going through the game. We're like, let's check out the dark zone. So we had a friend who was level 10. And he literally just kept getting killed the minute he walked in the dark zone. He could not do anything whatsoever, and he was like, "Yo, I swear to God, if we don't leave this place, I'm quitting right now. I swear to God, that's it. I can't do this. I can't even do anything. I'm quitting." And surprisingly, it wasn't me. I was too busy laughing, trying to get loot, and it was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, but here it is. The Division 2 gameplay trailer.
How could this have happened here?
And I believe it's in Washington D.C. at this time now, right? It's not. It's no longer in New York.
Yeah, from what I could see and from what it says online, it looks like it's in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Safeguarded. Prepared.
Oh, my internet had a little whoopsie there. Everything went slow. All right, it's back though.
Bad luck. Or something more sinister.
Yeah, no, the graphics look absolutely stunning.
Beyond question.
All of the games coming out, just they look so good, man.
Yeah, and this one's coming out in I believe March, right after that cluster mess of February that has so many games coming out.
Oh, dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with everything coming out because I already know that I'm gonna put most of my time in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, there's also Days Gone coming out as well.
Yep.
Which I'm hoping they show a little bit because a lot of the gameplay stuff, I wouldn't say boring, but
Yeah, it definitely didn't seem. It definitely didn't keep my attention as much, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely did, like compared to The Last of Us 2, which they show at E3. Oh my God! But Days Gone,
I know.
Days Gone didn't really show much. I'm really hoping it ends up working out.
Was it just me? Speaking of Last of Us 2, did y'all get the Tomb Raider feel to that kind of?
In which game?
And the trailer for The Last of Us 2. It kind of gave me a Tomb Raider vibe when I was watching it.
I think it's always going to have somewhat of that comparison as well, due to the fact that it's made by the same people who made Uncharted, and of course,
Right.
That game was always was compared to, Tomb Raider and everything. But once they come out with more gameplay with the actual zombies again, I think that'll probably kind of take it away because it kind of showed the trailer more with the human enemies. But
right. I think that was what it was.
I can't wait for Last of Us 2.
Oh, dude, I'm super excited. I remember when I played the first one on the PS3. Oh my God. I'm actually trying to get my girlfriend to play the first one when it was remastered for PS4 right now, and she just hasn't sat down with it yet, man.
Yeah,
I know she will. I'm never going to talk to her again, but
yeah. What was crazy is that on PlayStation 3, I got rid of it. I got it when it first came out. I got the 60 gigabyte edition. Yeah, I paid that much money to get it. I was a psychopath back then. I had to have a console same day. I mean, I still do. I shouldn't lie, actually. Xbox One I got the day it came out. PS4 I waited a little bit. And then I actually got the Batman Arkham Knight edition, which I love.
nice. And you got rid of it, man?
No, I have it. No, I have it. I have
Oh,
it.
okay,
I have
okay.
it. Don't worry. I have it. I didn't get rid. I still have PS4. So crap. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart. Oh yes, Last of Us. I'm sorry. So I didn't get to play it on PS3, and then when it came out remastered for PS4, that's when I picked it up, and I was like, oh my god, this game is amazing. It's probably one of my favorite video games.
I was about to say it's most people's favorite video game for a reason, man. It definitely deserves it.
Yeah, it's up there, man. It is such a amazing game. I love it. I can't wait for part 2. Do you think the theory's true that Joel is dead?
I've seen a lot of people say that, and honestly, I don't know yet because they kind of made it seem like it in the trailer. And dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I hope he's not. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, that's been a lot of the theory that he's dead, and that Ellie's been going crazy about they're saying like in the first trailer.
Because in the trailer, I remember they said to Ellie, they're like, "You've already lost so much," and like that just like kind of hinted him.
And they kind of teased it too that they're saying that that's like a ghost and like she's seeing him like as a memory and stuff. So and it didn't look like he aged either. That's another thing that everyone's going crazy with the theory is that Joel didn't even look like he aged. He looked the same, and obviously you could see Ellie's about like 17, 18, and Joel, you could see like no gray hair. He just looks the same. So I have a feeling it's true because they're also introducing a new character too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I am going to be kind of upset if Joel's dead, but I mean, if it helps the story progress and if it's anything like the first one, then I won't have complaints.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I can't wait. There's a lot of good exclusives. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Chaotic has a point, but he is alive at least in parts as the E3 trailer. They mention him. Huh.
Yeah, we'll see, Chaotic, if that theory is true. I mean, obviously, only time will tell. Naughty Dog's really good at not revealing any spoilers, so we'll just have to play it.
So that is actually pretty much all we have for the Gamescom recap here. But before we head out, of course, we want to ask Spoiler one more question. Spoiler,
what's up, man?
Do you have any tips for new people that are just starting to stream?
Yeah. Okay, so these are things that I've found out basically in the last 2 weeks alone. One is the schedule. Stick to a schedule. I've noticed that the schedule that I've had in place for the last week and a half has almost doubled all of my numbers. And it has been absolutely insane. Another thing is, if you are going to stream, have diversity and be different from other streamers. Don't just try to be like somebody else that you've seen. I've found that having your own, not necessarily persona, but your own way of doing things on stream or how you play will definitely help you in the long run.
All right. That is great. That's some great advice. And before we head out, Spoiler, do you want to let everyone know where they can find you, your social medias, your Twitch and all that?
Well, if they look right on the stream, right in between you two beautiful men, you will see my logo and the Twitch, the Instagram, and the Twitter. And I mean, I'm active on all three of those. I also have a YouTube that's SpoilerItSucs, and it's basically just containing all of the highlights from the streams.
Well, for the sake of our many, many audio listeners, they will not be able to see what's on your screen.
Oh, okay. Well, SpoilerItSucs without a K for Twitch. So it's just SpoilerItSucs, no spaces. For Instagram, it would be SpoilerItSucs without a K as well. And for YouTube and Twitter, it would be SpoilerItSucs with a K, no spaces.
All right, ladies and germs, you heard it where to find Spoiler, and go follow him, go show him some love, give him a hug. And, of course, this is going to be our podcast for anyone who's listening. Don't forget to follow us on iTunes and Google, Spotify, and every other podcast website there is.
Oh, y'all are on Spotify?
On Mixer and
yes,
Mixer and Twitch at In Our Mom's Basements. Same name everywhere we go. Guys, thank you guys so much for all the follows. Thank you for all the love. Spoiler, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's been great. And thank you to everybody that came in from the Critic crew. I really appreciate it, guys.
And before we go, we got one more follower. Thank you for that follow. Very much appreciated. Guys, I am Headshot Dan. I am signing out along with Rage Quit Pat and Spoiler. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Also, I want to throw it out there. Thank you again all for the follows as well. Chaotic Fear, thank you for the follow, my man. Welcome to the Man Cave. Also want to send a thank you to SpoilerItSucs. Thank you so much for joining us in the Man Cave. We appreciate it.
Oh, no, thank y'all. It was a blast, man. I really enjoyed it.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, and tune in next week for another exciting show.